Hey guys, I'm so excited to have you guys here for Shopify 30. Today I wanted to do a quick intro video just to tell you what you're going to expect over the next 30 days, what the whole process is about, why we're doing it, and the skills you can have by the end of it if you want to open up either your own Shopify site or offer it as a service as well. So my name's Margaret and I'm a web developer who specializes in Shopify. So for the last 4 to 5 years, I've been creating websites on Shopify for other people. And I want to take this opportunity to create one for myself for a lot of reasons. I wanted to see the whole production of goods. It's something I've been involved in sort of like a third party way in integrating all of these things, but I wanted to experience this for myself. I wanted to know also what it was like being a customer of mine, having a site set up for them so that I can also empathize a little bit more with customer frustrations and address those issues a little bit more as well. I know that we are coming up to the holiday season, so I wanted to do this in real time so you guys can learn along with me. Now, I'm very familiar with the platform. Like I said, I've developed with it over the last 4 or 5 years, but there's a lot of things that I'd really like to try myself and I'd really like to test out. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a shop and we're going to get into ideas, and I'm going to tell you what the actual idea is in like the next maybe 1 or 2 days. The reason for that is I want to take you through the idea generation phase. Like, can you validate an idea before you dump a bunch of money and a bunch of time into a shop? Well, there's a few different ways too. So we're going to go through that. The idea that I'm doing is already chosen and it's already solidified. So I will take you through that process. I'll give you a few resources, and then we're going to dive right into creating and setting up the shop. So I've sort of done 4 weeks of themes for that week. This week is all about getting familiar with the idea of Shopify. We're going to start from ground zero. We're going to start from as if you guys don't know anything about Shopify. We'll go through the basic stuff very quickly in the first few days and then launch straight into shop production, probably within the next 4 or 5 days. Like I said, I have an outline of everything that we're going to address. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. And there might be spots where I can pop in a video here and there just to answer those questions. Because if you have that question, chances are everybody else does too. And there's no harm in adding some more clarity. So I have left some space open for that. Please let me know. Ask me a question. You can ask me on Twitter. You can email me privately, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. Now, what can you expect over the next 30 days? So I'm going to be making a video per day. It's going to be less than 10 minutes. So they're going to be very short lessons on a summary of how far we got that day. So it's basically one individual step along the way. So the goal is by the end of the 30 days, we'll have this shop live. It'll be taking orders, and I'll show you guys behind the scenes on that process as well. This is going to be full disclosure, which is why it's 30 days. So we're going to be going into pricing and margin. We're going to be looking at how we price out for different quality of goods. We'll be doing some assessments of where to find designers. We're going to test out a few avenues for those designers, and ultimately we're going to choose the best design together. I know this sounds kind of vague because you don't know the product yet, but maybe this will give you a few hints. So I'm so excited for you guys to join me tomorrow. Let's start off with some really basic Shopify fundamentals. I scoured the internet to see what the most popular questions for Shopify were, and I condensed them in the rest of this video. So let's cover the basics. Let's answer a few questions just out of the gate so you guys can understand what the platform is, what it does, and what it doesn't do. Speaking of what it doesn't do, we will cover this for you. So what will we cover? I mentioned it before, but we're going to go through the whole technical setup of the site, as well as design evaluation, as well as fabric. I guess I kind of gave things away a little bit, but we are going to go through fabric and quality samples. We're going to check out fulfillment, see what the warehousing options are versus print on demand. What we are not going to cover is drop shipping. I know print on demand is sort of a version of drop shipping, and we'll go further into what print on demand actually is a little bit later, but we are not going to drop shipping. So we are not hooking up to Oberlo, and we're not hooking into AliExpress. We're trying to make a concerted effort to make things as local as possible and as local to you. We're going to go through resources that are available pretty much everywhere for a few reasons. The first one is basically shipping time. We don't want to have to wait a month for your customers to get their product. Customer service is so important to me, and I know it's so important to my clients as well. So that's going to be top of mind. The other reason we're going is for quality of goods. We can't hook up to AliExpress and check their quality of goods. And if we're making something locally, we can check that and we can have more quality control over the supply chain. So that's what we will cover, and also what we won't cover as well. So let's dive into some of the most popular questions for Shopify. Basically, what is Shopify? So Shopify is an e-commerce platform. That might also seem vague if you're brand new to it, but it's e-commerce software. So it's a platform built by a company called Shopify. And basically they handle all the security, they handle the hosting of the files, they handle the hosting of the database, they handle the code infrastructure of the backend of the website, all of the updates for that. And they allow you to build a site that people can purchase products on. That's sort of the simplest form of it. Ultimately, the engine behind Shopify is its checkout. We'll go through all the different Shopify plans and everything too when we decide which ones we're going to choose. Basically, it is a platform in its most simplest form. So who's Shopify for? I always tell clients it really depends what they want to sell. I would say Shopify, in my experience, excels in the area of physical goods. It's very much set up for the sale of physical products. So I say that because clients will often want to sell an ebook, a digital download, an online course, a membership platform. And I would go as far as say, if it's a one-time purchase of, say, an ebook, that can be done as well with Shopify too. If you want to build a full membership platform, this is not the ideal software for you. So even though it is an e-commerce software, it's not ideal for every type of sale that you can possibly make on a website. I would say it specializes in physical goods and can also deliver digital goods as well on a one-off basis. There are membership add-ons and things like that that you can get. Those are geared a little bit more towards like box subscriptions. So if you wanted a product delivered to you once every month, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, something like that, you can do that. But if it was like an online membership portal or online course, this is not the ideal software. So that's why we're focusing on physical goods. The other question that I saw online a lot was, is Shopify bad? It's not bad, but it can get a bad rap sometimes. So when a Shopify site specifically used for drop shipping, if the goods are coming from China and your customers live in North America, the times for shipping can be upwards of 1 month and sometimes plus. So combine that with the inability to have quality control over the product. A lot of the times, instead of the shop owners taking accountability for that, the software itself is often blamed. But Shopify is not inherently bad because it's just a software. It's neither good nor bad. It's a tool. Next thing, what can you sell? You can sell, I want to say, pretty much anything. There are some restrictions and things that are prohibited, but I'm going to leave a list because I don't want to go through every single thing that's prohibited. Shopify has a pretty comprehensive list that's constantly updated. So I'm going to leave that in the description in the notes below as a resource. And that comes to sort of what is prohibited. I mean, you can use your best judgment in that you can't sell firearms and things like that. Anything that you would need a license to distribute generally can't sell online by yourself through a Shopify site. People at Shopify are amazing. Feel free to reach out and just ask them. If you're worried about asking them and then your shop getting flagged as a result of asking them, truthfully, if your stuff is on that borderline, your shop would get flagged anyways. It's best to know beforehand to see maybe if it's a difference of you pivoting what the actual product is or abandoning it completely. Just reach out to them. Also check the resources below to see if it's one of the accepted products as well. And does it work? It's one of the other questions that widely asked. It works really well. It works really well for very specific scenarios, and that's what we're going to go through for it. So again, to go over what we're covering, we are going to make a product that is not drop shipped, but we're going to test some print-on-demand services. We're also going to test some local manufacturers and producers, and then we're also going to test different types of designers, price everything out. We're going to calculate margins, all of that kind of stuff. So that ultimately comes down to who's this series for. The series is for anyone who wants to help clients set up Shopify sites, anyone who wants to set something up themselves, or people who are making merch. So if you're a YouTuber or TikToker and you want to create some merch, this is an awesome place to start. And we've set up the 30 days so that you should be able to be ready to go by mid-October and really get those sales in before the holidays. Okay, that's it for day one. Super excited to get started, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.